Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
10 plus incredible facts about Greece. So we've been reacting to this channel for other countries, and I like it better than geography now. So let's see, maybe we learn something we don't know. Ooh, a little wavy.
If you haven't already visited Greece, you definitely got to put this place on your places to visit list. Since I was a child, like many others, I've been fascinated with the lore and fables of Greece, as well as the historical and cultural aspects of the country. Welcome back to another FTV Facts episode. I'm Leroy Kenton.
That's a different guy.
I didn't know they switch people.
I guess. I thought it was
How old is this one, or recent?
about the same time, 7 years
Oh,
ago,
so they probably
2016,
switched.
2017.
His voice was different.
Yeah, because the voice sounded like a CNN announcer or something, so I was like, it's a little different. But, okay.
And we post videos every day, Monday to Friday, so come back to our channel every single day for more educational content. This is going to be a brief introduction of what Greece is all about, and you guys have been requesting for us to do facts about Greece for a while. Viewers like Anis Saeed, Swati Joshi, I want to know, guys, what country is the Hellenic Republic? Currently, right now, Greece has a population of 10,891,083 people at the time of filming this video. Athens, of course, is the capital of Greece, as well as the largest city. Now, in English, we say Greece, which comes from the Latin term Greekia, and this is based on the word used by the Romans, which literally means land of the Greeks, and that was derived from the Greek word Graikos. Now, the current country of Greece isn't really that massive on the world scale in terms of size. It has a land area of 50,949 square miles, which is roughly 131,958 square kilometers. Now, definitely...
The difference is with the other guy, they would put the numbers on the screen. Now they don't do it.
Greece has a strong national identity. History has had a huge impact on Greece, as well as how life is lived in the country today, from its food to its culture, even the characters of Greece themselves. Greek tradition and customs play an important role in the lives of people living there. It's maintaining these traditions and customs that have enabled the Greeks to survive through many centuries of hardships, foreign invasions, and still are able to keep their national identity. Greece is also a huge spot for tourists. Approximately 16.9 million tourists visit Greece every single year, and that's a lot more than the country's population. Tourism consists of nearly 16% of Greece's GDP. Now, as I mentioned, the Greeks have been able to preserve a lot of their national identity for years. As a matter of fact, Greece has been continually inhabited for around 7,000 years. Athens is one of the oldest cities in Europe, and Greece is also the birthplace of democracy.
The
of
style
course,
of
the
this
Olympic...
one is different.
Yeah,
it's not as humorous.
It's a little different than the other guy. Yeah, I feel so as well.
Games came from there. Western philosophy, political science, a lot of major mathematic principles, as well as a lot of Western theories of tragedy and comedy. Now, in terms of voting in Greece, it's actually required by law for every citizen over the age of 18 to vote. Now, although voting is mandatory, it's not a law that is really enforced. But I'd love to hear more about that below for anyone of you watching who do live in Greece. Going back to the 1950s.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah,
is it now enforced nowadays? How does it? Because that's interesting that you. And so, vote. Can you vote by mail, or do you have to go in person too? Because that kind of matters. Because by mail, okay, then whatever. But if you have to go in person, then it takes time and everything.
Now, at the time, only 30% of Greek adults could read and write. Now, the literacy rate is more.
Wait, what?
Only 30% of do live in Greece. Going back to the 1950s now, at the time, only 30% of Greek adults could read and write. Now the literacy rate is more than 95%. And that's no surprise because Greece historically have been known for their wealth of knowledge on all sorts of subjects. Greece is also the world's third leading producer of olives.
Really?
Some olive trees...
Olive was the first then.
Third? I always thought it was first.
Yeah, olive was first.
Italy, Spain, they produce olives too. We saw, I think,
When I think of
Argentina.
olive tree, I think of Greece.
Me too. I kind of assumed it was Greece. Yeah.
that were planted in the 13th century are still producing olives to this date. Now, when you visit Greece, you may notice something peculiar about their houses and everything. Many Greek structures, such as...
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
The tree producing olives for like, what, 800 years? That's crazy.
Doors, windowsills, furniture, and church domes
old.
are painted in a turquoise blue, and it's used because of an ancient belief that this shade of blue.
So what, like they stop growing at a certain point? I think maybe like if they trim it, I guess if they trim it, yeah, they just kind of stay the same size, I guess.
Keeps evil away. They called that color cyanus, which we get the word cyan from, and also the English word for cyanide is derived from that. Another amazing reason why you gotta visit Greece is because it's one of the sunniest nations on the planet. Greece enjoys more than 250 days out of the year of sunshine, and that's roughly 3,000 hours of sunniness every single year. And that makes it one of the sunniest countries in the world as well as in Europe. Now, as many of you may or may not know, thousands of English words are derived from the Greek language. And yes, Greek was very integral in the shaping of many modern languages today. Now, a lot of these English words that have Greek roots were translated via the Roman adaptation of the Greek words. Some common English words that came from Greece are academy, apology, marathon, siren, alphabet, as well as typhoon. And I don't know if you guys remember that movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, where the father was always pointing out English words that came from Greek.
Any word, and I show you how the root of that word is Greek.
I've never seen this
Arachnophobia.
movie.
Yeah, I think I might have seen it when I was a kid, because I think it came out like 05 or something. It's an old movie. But yeah, I don't remember it like that, you know.
Arachno, that comes from the Greek word for spider, and phobia is a phobia, it means fear. So fear of spider. There you go.
Yeah, that would be a whole video series in itself of all the words that came from Greek, but I'll just end off this episode on that note. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one.
Really?
This episode of FTD Facts was brought...
That was so short. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we still have a minute left. Like, wow. No, this wasn't as good as their other videos. Because he didn't even tell us, like, the import-export. Because the other would always tell us what the country exports, what they produce, what they import. Yeah, I don't like this one too much. I wonder why they switched the guy. That's interesting. Okay.
Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. If you'd like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible.